Deep within towering mountains, where the peaks embrace a dense fog that conceals terrifying secrets, a group of friends embarked on a safari filled with excitement for an extraordinary adventure. The group was led by John, a fearless young man with extensive experience in mountain climbing, and Sarah, the group's doctor, intelligent and resourceful, and David, the adventurous photographer, passionate about documenting rare moments, and Emily, the youngest, a soul full of life and joy. They journeyed through winding paths surrounded by giant, intertwined trees resembling the arms of lurking monsters, and ancient, terrifying tales of evil spirits and fierce beasts inhabiting these lands. As the sun set, they stumbled upon a mysterious cave adorned with strange, terrifying inscriptions and frightening drawings of demonic faces with fiery eyes. The friends ignored a strange sense of fear that pulsed in their chests, and, driven by John, decided to spend the night inside, unaware that they were about to enter a gateway to hell from which there is no return. As darkness fell, strange, terrifying sounds began to roar from the depths of the cave, like the moaning of tortured souls, and demonic red lights danced on the walls, resembling the eyes of burning embers. Suddenly, a horrifying crack opened in one of the cave walls, emitting a dazzling red light and a foul, putrid smell resembling death and decay. The friends panicked and tried to escape, but their feet were rooted to the ground, as if by an unseen force, and terrifying demonic voices chanting incomprehensible words filled the place, resembling black magic spells. Terrifying, unparalleled creatures emerged from the crack, their bodies covered in shiny black scales like demonic armor, their eyes burning red like the embers of hell, and their wide mouths filled with needle-sharp teeth, dripping a viscous green substance. The creatures pounced on the friends, their sharp claws tearing flesh violently, their poisonous fangs sinking into bodies with disgusting brutality. Horrifying, blood-curdling screams filled the cave, and thick, viscous blood covered the ground, mixed with the remains of the victims. John tried to resist the creatures bravely, using his knife, but his strength failed against the brutality of these predatory creatures. One of the creatures stabbed him with its sharp horn in the abdomen, tearing his intestines brutally, then devoured his beating heart, ending his life in a horrific, indescribable way. Sarah tried to help John bravely, using her medical tools, but one of the creatures pounced on her with lightning speed, breaking her neck with its fangs, then cracked her skull and devoured her brain with disgusting greed. David, holding his camera firmly, tried to document these terrifying moments with courage, but the camera fell from his hand in terror when one of the creatures attacked him, tearing his body with excessive brutality, severing his limbs with its fangs, then throwing his head into a corner of the cave, ending his life in an unbearable, hideous way. Emily, the youngest, ran with all her might, trying to escape the cave in terror, but one of the creatures caught her with terrifying speed and dragged her into the crack, where her small body met a terrifying unknown fate, perhaps being eaten alive or tortured in unimaginable demonic ways. With the break of dawn, the terrifying creatures mysteriously disappeared, and an eerie calm returned to the cave, but the smell of death and decay still lingered in the place. The cave, which was supposed to be an exciting adventure, turned into a terrifying mass grave, and the friends' blood and remains covered its walls and ground, a testament to a terrifying night that cannot be erased from memory, a night when the gates of hell were opened wide. Since then, the cave has remained haunted by the tortured souls of the friends, and strange, terrifying sounds are heard from within it every night, like the moaning of souls suffering in eternal darkness. The locals strongly warned against approaching the cave, and they weave terrifying stories around it about a gate leading to the world of demons, and terrifying ancient creatures that haunt anyone who dares to approach. Those evil creatures still lurk in dark places, waiting for the next victim, a curious human who dares to open the gate again or approach it recklessly so they can have fun torturing him in the most horrible ways, dismembering him, skinning him, and gouging out his eyes, then throwing his mutilated body on the ground, a lesson for anyone who dares to tamper with the forces of dark evil, forces that are merciless and know no pity.